talk, and yeah, you know the deal. Chillin' with the Smokefellas, and yeah, we keep it real. Lucky Lefty, Ben, and KDL. Sit down for lady talk with Smoke and Joe as well. Sit down and watch the shop talk. Sit down and come to shop talk. Go ahead, puff the cigars. If you ain't ready for us, come enjoy the shop talk.
Yo, what's up, people? How y'all doing this Saturday afternoon, man? This is your boy, Mr. Smokefella, here on SportsZone Chicago, Humidor Sports Podcast Radio, man. Let's do it. Listen, it's your boy, Mr. Smokefella, as I said. I'm sitting here smoking on an Oscar Superfly, man. It's a mild smoke, blowing some smoke in the air. I'm about to introduce you to my boys, my panel, so we can get into this world of sports for the day. I got my boy, Lucky Lefty.
Yo, what's happening? This your boy, Damani, a.k.a. Lucky Lefty, a.k.a. it's 5 o'clock somewhere in the world. Just chilling, man. Back Humidor Sports, smoking on my big gauge Asylum 13. Y'all who smoke with me know how I get down, man. Nice medium to bow cigar. One of my favorites, definitely. Let's go.
All right, we got KDL. Straight out of Harvey, man. What's going on, KDL?
What's happening, good peoples? How y'all be? I'm smoking, man. The money took it out of my Asylum 13, man. I don't know why you're copying on me today. But that's what we on today, Asylum 13. What's happening? Let's get it.
Well, you know that's y'all favorite smoke, man. You guys asylumed up. But I'm gonna go a little special with this purple and black blend on this Superfly. Because guess what? I'm Superfly. Now, coming to you guys, we got a guest with us today. He's been on the show before. He's a long-time listener. Sly Dog.
Man, what's going on, fellas? I see all y'all smoking. I ain't got nothing to smoke, but later on, I will be smoking one of KDL's favorites, the Max.
Oh, Alex Bradley?
Alex Bradley. Yes, sir.
Dude, I ain't had one in a minute. Oh,
I know. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, as I said, this is Humidor Sports Podcast coming from the virtual studios at SportsZone Chicago. You can reach us you can tweet us at SportsZone Chicago or Humidor Sports AL1. Okay. You can also reach us on Facebook, SportsZone Chicago, or at Humidor Shop Talk. You can also on IG, SportsZone Chicago, or Humidor Shop Talk. So let's get into it. If you also can go to iTunes, Google Store, Amazon Store, and download the Chicago Sports Zone apps. There's a lot of cool features on there. There's some other shows that you can check out. You can check out your boys coming to you on a weekly basis. So, hey, Kev, man, your screen and kind of moved kind of funny. You going sideways, man. So there you go. You good. All right, man. So we're going to get into the world of sports, man.
Hey, I lost. Oh.
In the world of sports, the biggest news has been the nation's civil unrest, man, and how it has affected the sports world. From NBA, NFL, baseball, soccer. I mean, it has touched a lot of lives. And a lot of our the athletes have been, stepping up. They've been walking, in the protests. They've lended their voice, been speaking out on social media. They also have been donating money to communities, funds, the protests. It has been really amazing to see how the sports world has stepped up on a consistent basis right now. Lucky Lefty, what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, man, it's pretty amazing. But I think everybody just on edge. Everybody kind of playing a PR thing too. I saw the message Roger Goodell put out there yesterday. especially after Drew Brees slipped up and said what he said. And I guess we're gonna get into that a little later. But it seems like everybody's chiming in. Don't nobody want none of this. This protest smoke right now is heavy. I mean, it can cost these leagues a lot of money. So, and a lot of athletes the same thing. I mean, I'm not saying they're being fake or phony, but it's best to step up, let everybody know you stepping up and that you're down with the cause.
Sly Dog, what you got for us, man? What are your thoughts on the subject?
Man, my thoughts on the subject is this, fellas, man. What this protest, man, has caused a lot of these companies, man, that wouldn't even, especially sports teams, that wouldn't even issue a statement. It seemed like you're getting a statement from a team, from a league, every hour. And the NFL is the biggest hypocrites of them all. They didn't want to have nothing to do with the cause in 16, but all of a sudden now, man, you know, they issuing apologies, and you got a guy coming out saying that they missed on Colin Kaepernick. So to me, man, I think it's all about saving face for a lot of these companies, man, a lot of these leagues. But as far as the athletes, man, like Jaylen Brown, he was down in Atlanta. Even Tom Brady, you know, for what he said, man, about, you know, the injustices happening in this country. I give him daps. I give him respect, bro.
KDL, you last up, man. Give me your thoughts on it.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
We hear you just fine, KDL.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I lost you guys.
We can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
He can't hear us.
I can barely
though.
hear you. I lost you guys in my earbuds.
All
Turn
right.
them off.
Yeah, you might have to turn them off.
Turn them off.
I did. I've been going in and out, man.
Get your
Turn them off.
Get your setup together, man, and we'll come back to you, man, with the next topic and so forth. All right. So we talking about the war in sports, civil unrest. Now, let's talk about the knee. That's what I have phrased it as, the knee. The knee happened on August 16, 2016. Colin Kaepernick started to sit down during preseason, and then it led to him kneeling during the national anthem. Now, things have gone to the left, to the right regarding this topic. Many people have spoken out. But my question for you guys, should the league give a formal apology to Kaepernick? Do you agree with that? Or do you disagree? Because that was the beginning. And that was, like I said, August of 2016. Sly Dog, give me your thoughts.
Well, man, yeah, I think the league does owe Colin Kaepernick a formal apology. As you can see, I got the 7 hanging back there. But yeah, I think they do. I think they do, man. But you know what? They're not going to do it. It's the good old boys league. Them billionaires ain't gonna want to save face on that. You know, they getting people in the lower ranks coming out and saying that they owe him a lot of apology, a lot of respect. So they're not gonna do it, man. Now Roger Goodell, from what I'm hearing, is okay with you silently protesting. Okay. Well, back in 16, when your guy that's in the office now had a fit, all y'all bagged off of it. So I'm not with Roger Goodell on the NFL. The NFL make more mistakes. At least the one sport I can say that's always on top of everything is basketball. They hit it right on the number. Football is the most watched sport and the worst when it comes to race relations and anything else. So that's my opinion on it.
Lucky Lefty, speak on it.
Well, you know, to kind of piggyback and at the same time disagree a little bit with what Sly said. The NBA is predominantly black. NFL is a lot of, you know, got a couple of different races in there. So it's easier for the NBA, and then the NBA also has leaders like LeBron James and Chris Paul and guys like that. But you know, that's being a predominantly black league. I mean, probably 80, damn near 90% black. So the NFL is a little different. They have to tread a little I think they try to tread a little light. They try to stay in the middle, but on these topics, it gets a little edgy. You know, that whole national anthem thing is huge. So as far as on Colin Kaepernick an apology, you know what? It's no here nor there for me. I think we need to focus on the task at hand. I mean, everybody keep bringing up Kaepernick and trying to divert the attention back to the NFL, and I'm not with that at all. They paid Kaepernick. He sued them. They paid him. That part is over with. We on to this. So no, I don't think they owe him. I mean, it'd be cool if they gave him one, but if they didn't, it wouldn't bother me.
But you did.
I'm back.
Okay, KDL. I don't know if you heard the question was. The question was, do you think the NFL should have apologized to Kaepernick because he started this back in August of 2016? Now, keep in mind, this man he basically was banned from the league, lost his job. Lucky Lefty, you did make a good point where he did. You know, he kind of got paid and so forth. But KDL, what's your thoughts on it?
I don't think they owe him an apology. For number one, I don't think they owe him an apology because basically they can't apologize to him. They can't apologize to him because they settled with him in court. He won a lawsuit, so that was their apology to him because they banned him. So they don't owe him an apology. They're coming around now and acknowledging it, but you didn't do it at the time he did it. You switched the kneeling for the very purpose he's doing it for. You switched it to about the flag. So now, because there's so much public pressure, you look foolish, NFL, if you don't address it. So now you're coming around like, hey, we made a mistake. We should have listened. I got all that, but you don't owe him a personal apology. No, your apology came out of y'all financials. That was your apology there. So and a matter of fact, I'm sure he's not looking for one. Why would you? Y'all banned me. I got paid. I got a lawsuit. I won. That proves to me y'all was wrong. So I'm good.
Can I ask a question though? Could it have been something in the settlement where, because Kaepernick hasn't come out and said too much either. He hasn't came out bashing NFL.
He probably can't.
Is there something in there to say they kind of don't mention each other, leave it alone? Like this is part of the settlement, because it seems for him to be like everybody keep bringing him up. He kicked this off in 2016. I haven't heard too many statements from him. Not even about George Floyd or anything. So I'm kind of wondering if there was something in that lawsuit.
Well, I'm sure that there is a lot of truth to that statement, Lefty, because in most settlements, they put those gag orders and so forth in there, so individuals won't be just basically running off at the mouth and making a situation even more worse than what it is, or letting it linger on. One last round. Anybody got any more statements before we move into the NCAA?
I mean, pretty much, man. Is keep the let's not let the protests overtake the cause, man. And like I'm down with the athletes doing, especially the ones that's advocating peaceful protests, marching with the people, and the different races of athletes is doing it. Even the soccer players and everybody, man. I think that's dope.
Now, I do want to mention and give a shout out to the NFL players, man, for the commercial that they put out yesterday.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
That was pretty dope, man. And it was just really powerful, and just the simple statements that they were making, and it went across the league. It didn't matter race, or nationality and so forth. So that was really, really powerful. I hope that all you guys got to see it. All our listeners, if you didn't go see it, go check it out online, because it hit home, man. It hit home. And as I said, the world of sports is just as much affected by the civil unrest and the things that have been happening. Now, NCAA. Let's move on. Now, a lot of this ties in with what we've been talking about and addressing. But I did want to talk about Clemson assistant coach Danny Pearman, because he apologized for using the N-word back in 2017. and I repeat, 2017, since a lot of this stuff has come out, so much stuff has come out and resurfaced about, you know, things that would happen racially and so forth. Oh man, it's ridiculous. So Pearman, the story was where he two players were using the N-word and he intervened during practice and started using the word, and he kind of labeled it as a coaching moment. And, you know, some of the players felt real weird about it, and it was never addressed. So let's talk about coaches using the word in practice, because we've all played the game except for Sly. But I'm sure he's going to speak on that. And how does Dabo Swinney come back from this? Because remember, Clemson's biggest thing is recruiting. So, Lefty, give me your thoughts on it.
I don't think he can come back. Not right now, at least. I mean, like I said, when you think about everything that's going on, man, it's the situation is too much. It's too many. Everybody's mad, and the unrest, and it's just like right now. For it to even come out, like I'm shocked it even came out. Maybe somebody threatened to put it out there, but if they could have kept that in house, if he apologized for it, I mean, we've heard coaches use some language, man, and it could have been a teaching moment, like you said. I mean, but people that never played organized sports, period, wouldn't understand that. I mean, we didn't heard some coaches say some words, you know what I'm saying? Call you everything from PU as you know what I'm saying? So that stuff usually doesn't leave, but I'm kind of shocked it came out right now. But now that it's out there, I think they're gonna be in trouble as far as recruiting. He may have to go.
Sly Dog, speak on it. Our only non-athlete on the panel.
Well, first of all, that was the biggest mistake you made. And second of all, every time I'm on this show, I got to rebuke everything Damani said, because for some reason now he's an apologist for the league and now also for Dabo Swinney and all coaches. So first of all, let me dispute what you said, Damani, because Dabo Swinney is the guy that last year suspended the guy that failed the drug test for the rest of the season, including the championship game, because guess what? He failed the drug test. But you keep a coach that used the N-word. So that's hypocritical within itself. So yeah, I got a big problem. Regardless if you're a coach, regardless what situation you in, you should not be using the N-word as you so-called as a teaching moment. He should have been fired, and he should have been disciplined from that point on. That's my take on it.
Well, since you came to me, let me go back at you with this. Selling the drug test and the N-word is two totally different things. One is totally illegal, and it's against the NCAA rules. There ain't no NCAA rules that say you can't say nigga. That ain't in the rule book. Sorry. So I mean, it's totally that's apples and oranges what you're talking about. Be ready when you come at me next time.
Can I jump in? Can I jump in?
Let's go, KDL.
So for those of us that's been in the locker room, Damani is right halfway. Yeah, you've been called everything under the book, especially them old school coaches back when we played. Yes, you called everything in the book except the N-word. You would never call that, because you would have went home and told your parents, or if you was in college, you would have called your mom and daddy. Guess what just happened to me? Guess what the very guy that sat in your living room and told you he had me, he gonna make sure I get through and all that, guess what he just called me? So that would have never went on. You caught everything in the book, I got you. But that N-word, here's the problem now. Dabo Swinney, you knew about this. You're the head coach. Quite sure it got back to you. You didn't squash it. You didn't handle it. Now it's out in the public. Because of the time we're in now, you got to answer for this. You kept this coach. And you kept this coach, and other players knew it. Maybe the players couldn't do nothing about it. Players didn't make a big deal, whatever it is. But now it's out in the public. At this day and age, Dabo Swinney, you got to answer for that. You got to answer for that. It's the same thing with Jake Storm stuff. Like, you got to answer for that. Like, in today's society.
Come on, if the players didn't bitch and complain about it in 2017, 3 years ago.
I don't understand that. I really don't understand, particularly the person
if he was
on that.
he was in practice, and he was in practice just saying, "You nigga, go over here, and you nigga." Like, come on. I'm just saying that the players must didn't take it like we taking it now. The players must have taken it as a teaching moment. I don't know who leaked it or why he messed up to it now, but that's how I'm looking at it. Because I would think most of the players would come out and say something. If a coach called them a nigga.
How would you take it, Devontae? What if you were running the drill and he said, "You niggas go over here"? How would you take that?
I would take that as disrespect. But I would take, if me and you in practice and we like, "What up, nigga? Yeah, nigga, throw me the ball." And we going back and forth. Yeah, my nigga. And coach step in like pretty much like a teaching situation in that moment would be, "Hey, okay, since that's what we doing, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know how he put it in context, but I'm saying."
Hold on, let me interrupt.
Hold on.
Let me interrupt.
Hold on. Let him finish his point, KDL, and then I'll let you jump
right.
in.
So in a teaching moment, it could be, you know, let me say it, not necessarily calling you one, but just saying the word nigga. Now, this is how uncomfortable everyone is feeling. It could be a teaching moment. I'm not saying that's what happened. I don't know. But for the players, for no player to step up in 3 years and say anything about it, that's my point. Somebody should have said something. That's an assistant coach, not a head coach.
I get it. The teaching moment is, don't use the damn word.
I mean, of course.
If you in college and a bunch of y'all, like you said, we talking to each other, we in a drill, we laughing, we joke, whatever the case may be, and an adult comes over there, Caucasian or black. The teaching moment is, young fellas, don't use the word. You don't join in and call it a teaching moment. What are we doing?
I never said he was right for what he did.
Okay. Sly, you seem to have some issues with some of the words that my man Lucky Lefty is saying. So you shaking your head, man. Come on, let me hear your opinion.
You know, it's hard for me to agree with Kevin, but Kevin's absolutely right. The money, as usual, like Drew Brees, misses the point. A teaching moment. The teaching moment is not using the word. That's the teaching moment. He's completely wrong, Damani Pugh. You know it, and I know it. Okay? And Dabo Swinney need to be held accountable. Now, you're talking about 19, 20-year-old men that's on a scholarship that's scared to confront their coach because they know somebody behind them can replace them. So, yeah, Damani, have you thought about that's the reason why they didn't say anything or they haven't came forward? I mean, come on, man.
Well, unlike you, 99.9% of the time, I can look at things objectively, and I can look at it from. I tend to look at things from both sides instead of just jumping on let's attack. He meant it in this terrible way. Unlike a lot of people that we know, I listen to understand, not to respond. So that's my response to that. You can look at this.
Okay. I like where we going with this, man. We got a heated discussion, and
what's my man?
We're gonna touch bases on some more touchy topics like that in a moment, but I kind of want to break the monotony and kind of want to talk about Zion Williams. Zion Williams is going through some financial issues. Whether he got that bag while he was in college, well, not him, but his family members. Now, the thing is, they have said that he must testify. But the kicker is, guess who has to testify too? Mike K from Duke, head coach, Mr. Perfect, Mr. All-American coach, has to testify too. Now, that's a lot of different things. It could go left, it could go right. KDL, what's your thoughts on it?
Hey, Coach K, this is your man, KDL, all the way in Harvey, Illinois. Bye-bye. You're either going to retire or see ya. Because you had something to do with it. Let's just cut to the chase. Of course he got paid. And if he didn't get paid, his parents got a house. It's going to come out something like that, right? Bye-bye, Coach K. Because There's no way you can escape this with everything. Now, they just hit Oklahoma State. They're about to hit Kansas. Bill Self's probably going to end up in the NBA. Like, they're about to come down on all this college recruiting and giving money stuff. It's all finna hit the fan. They're going to make an example out of Coach K, or either he's going to try to play it off like he didn't know. Then they're going to say institutional control. Like, hey, it's been real, man. You got championships. My man, go out on top, baby. Bye-bye.
Sly Dog, let's go.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. Coach K, I'm glad they finally caught him. Coach K should have kept his program like he used to. He kept his program, fellas, whereas he was recruiting guy. He wasn't doing that. But the problem is, when they kept losing, he figured he'll join in. Well, guess what? Now you caught red-handed with your hand in the cookie jar. Goodbye, Coach K, and good riddance to the Duke program.
Lucky lefty. Come on, man.
You know what? Sly's absolutely right as far as he should have kept his program how he used to run it. You know, bringing in players and let them develop instead of these one-and-dones. He took the Calipari route, and now he got a little heat. The way I'm going to disagree with both of my boys is he ain't going nowhere. Coach K is like the godfather, man. Him, Nick Saban. It's only certain people who do things, and nothing ever happened to them, man. I'll tell you, that program, remember for a minute North Carolina was being investigated? Whatever happened to it? Remember when UNC was basketball being investigated?
Nothing
happened to it. I ain't trying to snitch, Sly, but I'm just saying, I'm using an example. It all of a sudden disappeared. No, that was a couple years ago.
No, that was back
dress snitch like Michael Jordan, but it's good.
but Coach K wanted them to do. I mean, he coached the Olympics teams, man. He too plugged, man. I think it's gonna quietly go away. Watch.
So you know,
not off your biggest star in years. Hey, Damani, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
How does he, Coach K, not know about it? Like, so when he goes to testify, how does he not know about it? So they're gonna say, "Hey, Coach K, were you aware of this?" What does he say?
So
no. What are you
did you see God?
Yeah.
People the 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I got your answer. I got your answer for it. Your answer to your question, KDL, there is going to be an assistant coach that is going to fall on the sword and take that L.
Coach K ain't nowhere.
He gonna throw somebody under the bus.
Hey,
he gonna get caught up with all this jail. Oh man!
Listen, it's not
severance package.
Listen, it is not. It's not that he's gonna throw him under the bus. He got them around like the Secret Service. And this person is going to dive in the air right in front of him in slow motion and take that bullet. He's going to take that bullet.
That dude ain't going nowhere. That's a powerful cat right there.
Is Bill Self going down?
He ain't went down yet. They've been after him for years.
Yeah.
No, they after him now.
Yeah, but they've been – listen, we can name a handful of coaches, man, that they have had that target on them, man, and they have not gone down to. Remember.
Hey, fellas.
The NCAA is just like the Shield. Remember that.
Right.
Now, Coach K, that dude. Don't get me wrong. I understand what you're saying.
Hold on, Slide. Go ahead. What you going to say?
Hey, my man from Auburn, they got caught 4 or 5 times and still coach.
Right. Exactly.
My man Bruce Pearl.
Right.
Bruce Pearl.
Come on now. Him and his peach jacket that he was wearing at Tennessee, he still ain't went down.
Wait, Calipari got how many schools? How many schools put on Burbank? 3. Facts. Yeah. And you know Kentucky bogus. True. No, they bogus.
So I want to.
Calipari put everybody on probation and leave.
Right.
So I kind of want to throw this out. This was not something that I gave you guys a heads up, man. But there's a 15-year-old kid playing ball right now, Mickey Williams. He is rated as one of the top players. I think he's coming out in 2022, 2021, something like that. Now, this kid went on social media last week and put out there that he is strongly contemplating going to HBCU over the big box, the big brands, over the Duke, the Carolinas, all the top programs. That would shock the world if you had one top player to go to one of these HBCUs. Would that make others follow in their footsteps and take those programs on a whole nother level, man? And the one thing that he said, I want you to hear me when I say this. He said, I would choose to go to an HBCU to ensure that I bring in financial wealth to the black schools. Fly Dog, speak on it, man.
Hey, man, from a guy that went to an HBCU, I hope he picked Central State. But anyway, hey, guess what? Guess what? I hope he do, because we needed that. Once, if we could get one, just one, the more the rest will follow, because all them guys play AAU together. Okay, hey, he get one, maybe two, go to Howard, go to Southern. That would change the landscape of recruiting completely. And guess what? I hope it happens, man.
He got over 30 contacts from HBCU schools, man. Immediately when he went on social media, nobody had sent him anything, but as soon as he went out and said that, boom, the offers, like they had him already ready, and they scratched out some kid name and put his name in there and sent it to him real quick. Lucky left.
Well, you know, at my HBCUs, I mean, as my boy KDL say, he thinks that we get kicked out of what's the name practice. So, I mean, look, it is what it is, man. We need it. We need that influx of talent, man, because the facilities are no good. We need that money, man, and I'm praying and hoping that it happens, man. I really am.
KD, Lucky Lefty, come on, man. Let me hear what you got to say.
Sounds great. I agree with Sly. It would be great for HBCUs if if that first domino fell. I personally don't think it's going to happen. It sounds good now. I think he's caught up in the moment right now, and it does sound good. We all got our fist up right now. It sounds great, but with the new thing the prep kids are doing, going to the G League, not even going to college. And at the end of the day, man, still those powerful entities, the NCAA, I don't know if they're going to even, some school going to come along and do something that he can't turn down. And I don't know if the HBCUs have the sources to compete against recruiting top players, or like HBCU going up against a Duke or a Kentucky or something like that. That their alumni are ridiculous, man. We talking millions and millions. I mean, look at the difference in what the coaches make in HBCUs and what the coaches make on the other side.
So are you saying that a mysterious man in sunglasses is going to show up on this porch with a black briefcase, ring the bell, sit it there, and leave?
No, I just see a Range Rover mysteriously popping up in his parents' parking in his parents' driveway with the keys hanging on the door. saying this is for you.
KDL, come on, man. Chime me in on this conversation, man.
He has 2 years left, right?
I think he got 3.
1 or 2.
1 or 2.
Top sophomore, I thought.
Yeah, he top sophomore.
Okay.
You're right.
When it's time for him to come out, Duke and Kentucky will be on probation. So this is gonna happen. He's gonna end up going to the HBCU, and he has 2 years. I guarantee you, he's gonna play AAU ball. He's gonna take somebody with him. He might be the top player. He's gonna take a top 50 player with him, and that's gonna start a trend. I believe it's gonna happen. Should have happened a long time ago, but it only takes that one, or maybe that two top 50 players, whatever, to go to a Southern, a Central State, a Tennessee State, all that, right? It only takes 1 or 2. They're going to bring in notoriety. Guess what? They're bringing in money. Guess what? Those facilities are going to change. They're going to start getting new uniforms every year in the whole 9. Now, they can't compete. I agree with your Dukes and Carolinas, and I get that. But it only takes like 1 or 2 major recruits to do it. And
yeah, but I would forget it's more than just Dukes and Carolinas now. The G League, like a lot of kids going that route now. Overseas, there's some different routes. those options, and those other options pay a whole lot more money. You know, so I think
that is true.
that could really hang things up with that.
Well,
Yeah.
if it's straight money and you that like you the number one and number two player, okay, G League, that's probably what's gonna happen. That's probably what's gonna happen to them. But that's only a selected few of those.
That's true.
But he gonna be one of them.
I would love to see it happen, man. I would love to see it happen.
Okay, so we're gonna move on and continue with our ride down this sports train. Major League Soccer, they were able to come to an agreement because the commissioner said, you either gonna sign this contract or I'm locking y'all out. Put them on notice. And guess what? He gave them to noon the next day to make a decision. And guess what? Them players that the soccer player union, they folded. They folded like laundry in the laundromat. Lucky lefty, man. Talk on it, man.
I like the analogy of laundry in the laundromat. I like that. But yeah, I think soccer is one of those leagues where the players really don't have a lot of power. They don't have a lot of say. So
they generate a lot of dough, though.
Yeah, they do, but the players ain't getting it. The players not getting it like other leagues. You know, you don't even have the big TV deals and all that going on over there. So I think that's just a whole power play. That's one of those. That's one of those sports where the players really don't run nothing. So I wasn't shocked, not one bit.
KDL.
Y'all know that would have never happened in the NBA. That would never happen in Major League Baseball. I'm not gonna say it would happen in the NFL because they got to play pretty strong players. I'll give y'all an example. Major League Baseball, when they said they cutting their salary like that, the Major League Baseball Players Union gave an offer and they said we done talking, we done negotiating. Call them back and y'all get it right. So that would have never happened with some of these player unions. They don't have a good player union, man. There's only a couple stars get the money.
Right.
You're right, man. They generate a lot of money. Them stadiums be packed.
Right.
But there's only 1 or 2, 3 stars to get the money.
Sly.
Them cats ain't getting paid like that.
Well, y'all got to look at it. Soccer is the number one sport in the world, but it's way down the list here in the United States. So guess what? They know the owners know they had the control. The commissioner knew that he had them behind the wall. So he did what he could do. He did what he needed to do. None of y'all watch soccer. Matter of fact, I'm an avid sports fan that can't tell you one soccer player. I can care less about soccer. I can care less about running down a bigger than a football field kicking the ball. So who cares? And then nobody watched no game. I could care less. Matter of fact, if he locked them out, I wouldn't have lost a wink of sleep.
Hey, man.
Well, you running anywhere would be amazing. You running anywhere would be amazing, but that's neither here nor there. You're right, Sly. We don't watch soccer whatsoever. You're absolutely right about that. We can agree on that.
Now, I can't say that nobody watch soccer, man. You know, they got a huge Cuban base here in the States. The Hispanic base still watches that. I'm gonna move on to that because I'm not even gonna get into that. But now we talking about players.
Trying to make up something.
We talking about players union. So we're gonna go to Major League Baseball. Guess what? They balled up that contract and sent it right back to them. Real quick, real fast, and the player said, we're not having it. You're not taking our money. You're not going to make us play 50 to 60 games with this minimum pay. This ain't happening. So is baseball in danger of not having a season? Now, remember, when they had that lockout back in 94, 95, it hurt baseball bad.
It took them some years to bounce back.
So, KDL, let's go.
If they don't have a season, is gonna, it's gonna fall on the players. It's gonna fall on the players because the players are gonna look greedy. You couldn't play for this, you couldn't play for that. With the times going on, you're arguing over a few $1 million. But let me take the player side of this. They wanted Mike Trout, who's scheduled to make $36 million this year. He's gonna be the highest paid player this year. They wanted him to play for $5 million. Now, you worked your whole career. You're the best player. You earn the right, market-wise, to sign a $36 million contract. And you got in your mind that I'm play for $5 million. And you as an owner, you've already got the TV money. You've already got all that money sitting aside. Now, you don't want to spend it because it's going to be a short season. You don't have the money in. I get the business part. But I'm with the players. I'm not taking no pay cut like that. And I'm coming back in a pandemic going on, and I'm risking that. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And they got the union to do it. So, yes, I agree the money. They risk fall back. If they don't play the season, it's going to fall on the players. But I stand with the players, man. Maybe we'll have another Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire cheater and get the home runs going back, and they'll back.
Fly dog. Let's hear your thoughts, man.
Hey, man, are they kidding me? Tom Ricketts said is that this pandemic has ruined their money at biblical proportions. Is he crazy? he actually used the word biblical. I'm like, this dude, he's a billionaire. He owns everything on the north side of Chicago, but he said biblical proportions.
So you do understand that they are estimating that the owners are losing $3.4 billion. That's what they are losing because they don't have the revenues from parking, concessions, all of that stuff. Billions.
I understand that. But guess what?
I get it.
Tell Tom Ricketts to sell the hotel. Tell Tom Ricketts to sell the store he owned. Tell him to sell all that stuff he owned around Wrigley since he losing money and pay the players.
Didn't he make he own ketchup or something? What's that he own? Yeah,
right. Exactly. I mean, Tom Ricketts, can you please stop? Baseball owners, stop. You've been robbing people with 182 games, all the donuts, all the hot dogs, and all of a sudden you can't afford to pay nobody. Come on, man.
Right. And the high beers. What about the beers?
Right. I go to a White Sox game, get a helmet full of ice cream for $8. Okay. Right.
And it's mostly whipped cream. There ain't that much ice cream in it.
What ice cream in it?
Now you ain't got no money.
For me, I don't. I'm looking at baseball not happening this year. I don't think it's gonna happen because now they press for time, and baseball was in the worst situation when this pandemic hit because their season was about to start. So baseball's in the worst situation, NFL's in the best situation, NBA, NHL, and them kind of fell in the middle. But the fact that we're in June and they ain't even close to an agreement, and you see basketball not even gonna start up to July 31st. So when baseball gonna start? They only get a couple of months. It's gonna be cold as hell in a minute. They talking about a 48-game season. Who wants to play that? Why play a 48-game baseball season? That would make zero sense to me. So I got a feeling that it ain't gonna happen at all.
The players ain't going, man. The players ain't going, bro.
Bye baseball. At least we got basketball this summer.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, you cats are in rare form today. Rare form. I'm enjoying the conversation with you guys, man. Y'all some nuts.
We ain't drinking yet.
Well, I got some Baileys in my coffee.
Give it a couple of hours though.
Right.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Did y'all just see what Fly Dog flashed across the screen? He over there drinking warm mimosas right now.
Hey, that's my drink though. I'm with you, Sly. That's a cold drink. That's a cold drink.
Exactly.
Hey, I got a William D. Clark has posted on the page. The owners are good. It's nothing but greed. If there is no season, it will affect salary negotiations down the line.
Well, with that, I mean, they already paying these baseball players ridiculous amount of money, and maybe that's the part they got enough money stashed where they can sit out for a whole season, so they can be a little tougher. What Mike Trout, you say he said to make $36 million. How much has he made over his career?
He's made money.
How much
but
money?
He's made money. Yeah,
he
like Guru. Like he said, Guru said, I got money.
He got money.
He got money. So
that $36 million he ain't getting this year. That $36 million he ain't getting this year ain't gonna hurt him.
Yeah, because you know what, these players they got a lot in the bag. They got a lot in their bag, and they can hold out and make it real difficult for the owners to be in. Let alone they might break.
Right.
But a lot of these players made over hundreds of millions of dollars in their career. Like, come on, man.
Let me ask y'all, man. Let me ask y'all, man. You are set to make $36 million. You just signed that contract, man. Just signed it.
Right.
They come to you. They say, "Hey, Mike, this year, with everything that's going on, you have to take this $5 million this year. Are you okay with that?" No. I'm not doing
that. But you're in a position where you can bargain. If I got 200 mil, if I'm sitting on 200 mil already, then I can argue you now. You know what I'm saying? But if I only got 5-10 mil in the bank, I need that 5. You know what I need that. I don't have the leverage.
Okay, what about your lower players?
Man, they make a lot of money.
Now,
what about your lower players?
Now, keep in mind,
they probably want to take the deal.
Keep in mind, when you got 200 million in the bank, you got 200 million worth of expenses too, because you got a different.
You living that. You
living that lifestyle.
But fellas, y'all forget they fired the minor leaguers. Who making $400 a day.
Yep.
Stop
it.
Tom Ricketts, stop it. Y'all fired the low-level guys. You're wrong, Tom Ricketts. I mean, I'm picking on him because I hate the Cubs, but still.
I was just going to say, Sly clearly has a problem with the Cubs.
You're wrong. Okay? You're wrong, Ricketts. Now, Randolph, you're right. Be quiet. The Bulls ain't playing. The White Sox is okay. We good. But you're wrong. You're wrong, man.
All right, man. Let's get off into some NFL, man. Because I got a lot to run down on the NFL for you guys, man. All right, now we kind of teetering backwards, where we're gonna talk about Vic Fangio and his statements that there is no racism or discrimination in the NFL. I'm just gonna leave it at that, and I'm gonna let y'all go. KDL, you want to go in first, man? Let's go.
You want me to go first?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Fangio. That is one of the most idiotic and ignorant statements you can make as a damn near 60-year-old man. Let's go down the list. If you say you don't see any racism, probably because you never experienced it. So let's go down the list. What just happened about a week ago? That the clear definition of racism. I know, the Rooney Rule. So the Rooney Rule, you added stipulations to it to enhance people to hire black people. Right? Hire more black people in the league, as far as ownership and stuff like general managers, stuff like that, right? So for people to interview them, you gave them incentives. You're gonna give them draft picks to do.
To hire.
So to hire. The mere fact there is a Rooney Rule shows you there's racism in the NFL. So first of all, that's just a stupid statement. For you to that's just like saying that's just like what's going on now. Your president is concentrating on protesters instead of the very reason they are protesting. So for him to say there is no racism means you don't want to address it. So that's a stupid ass statement, man. I don't. That was the dumbest statement I ever heard, man. And that's a classic moment of if you don't have anything good to say, don't say nothing. Just don't say it. That's stupid.
Lucky Lefty, come on, man. Give me that hot stuff, man. Let's go.
I will say there's an open market for publicists right now because public relations is terrible with a lot of these teams, and I don't know what the hell they thinking about. This ain't the damn time, man. I'm saying this ain't the time. Shut up, like shut up. Like don't say nothing. If you don't
Right.
say nothing other than Black Lives Matter, shut your mouth. Don't say nothing. Like this ain't as far as racism. Anything with racism, with that flag, all that, shut up. That was one of the worst things Vangio could have done. It ain't it's not no excuse. He tried to backtrack it, but he just caught flag. But I don't know why these millionaires who we think are so intelligent and this, that, and other, they come out and just say the dumbest stuff, man. So no, ain't no saving them. It was stupid. Period.
All right, Flat Dog, bring it home for us. Let's go.
Vic Fangio, you's an idiot. Let's start there first. Let's start there first. Because let me break it down, Vic. How many black head coaches you got left in the league? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Let's take it even further. How many black general managers you got? Vic, let's say 2. Vic, how many minority owners you got? 2. Oh, and guess what, Vic? None of them's black. So whatever box you crawl up from under to go coach, stay your butt inside that box. Because obviously you don't know nothing that's going on in the outside world. Vic Fangio, I'm glad you gone, and I'm glad you in Denver. Goodbye.
Wow. Strong statements from my boy Flat Dog. So now there's been some other statements out here, and we cannot not talk about Mr. New Orleans, Drew Brees. Now, I don't have to lay it out for you because I know you all have heard the statement, the apologies where he apologized once. He did a Zoom with the team, apologizing, and then he came back again and apologized. KDL, I see you got your hand up, man, but I'm not going to come to you first. I want you to sit on that, so I want it to boil and muster in you. So I got a feeling that Lucky Lefty is gonna go right instead of left on Lefty. Let's go.
Nah, well, I'm not gonna go totally right, but I'm gonna say it's a shame that like all the good he's done for the city of New Orleans got erased with a 10-second statement. Just at the end of the day, and we're not like as a people, we're not in that forgiving mood right now. And I'm not gonna sit here and say Drew Brees is racist and nothing like that. It was a stupid statement. But you do kind of got to look back at everything he's done for the city of New Orleans and everything, man, which is predominantly black, by the way. He just won Humanitarian of the Year. Was it like a year or two ago? Or a couple of years back? 2017. So no, I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he said something stupid. And once again, this ain't the time. This just ain't the time.
I totally agree.
Period.
Sly Dog, I'm coming to you next, man. Let me hear your thoughts on this. KDL, yes, I'm gonna park you over to the left for a minute. Let's go, Sly Dog.
Drew Brees, I get your grandparents, your grandfather served in World War II, and everybody. But Drew Brees, so did mine. And when he came in, he got his behind beat. Shut up. You act like no blacks served in the military, only whites. But you forget when ours came back, they butt beat too, Drew Brees. Stop it. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to consider you a racist. I consider you ignorant to life, to what's going on in the world. But come on, man. You in New Orleans. You in a predominantly black place. You gave money. You did Katrina. I'm going to give Drew Brees all the credit in the world. But what he needs to do is do what the money said 5 minutes ago. Find a better publicist. And for you, so-called host, Mr. Smokefellas, I'll take that back. You, Lucky Lefty, it was a minute and a half of ignorance.
It was a minute and a half. My bad.
It was a minute and a half of ignorance. Now, KDL, can you please finish it for me?
Let's go, KDL. Right. Hey, I need you to bring this home, man. Let's go.
Hey, Sly took some of the words out of my mouth. I get that your opinion, Drew Brees, because you feel sacred about the flag your grandfather served. But Sly, you took it right out of my mouth. What about your teammates' grandfathers that served? What about your teammates that grandfathers came home and couldn't vote? They served the very same war you did and came home and didn't get the parade that your grandfather did. What about that, Drew Brees? So the flag doesn't mean as much to them as it does you. Now, here's what you should have said. You should have said, this is how I feel about the flag. My grandfather, I respect it. However, a couple years ago, my brothers on my team started taking knees, and I did too. I support my brothers if they decide to do this again, especially what's going on in the world. I feel this about the flag. This ain't about the flag. This is about supporting my brothers, right? That's what you should have said, Drew Brees. And you mature enough to say it.
Man, where'd he go?
Oh.
But let me ask you a question, Kev, real quick. How do you feel about what Jim Brown said? My bad, Ben, if we were supposed to go that way in a minute.
No.
It in. Like,
what did Jim Brown say?
Kev was snapping so hard, man. He had messed up his whole media press.
I'm here.
You know he was snapping on the table. He was snapping on the table, man.
Hey, man. When I first heard it, man, and I didn't hear what Jim Brown said. You gotta get me up on that. But when I first heard it, to Drew Brees' credit, he was asked about the flag. So to his credit, he was answering a question that was asked to him. He didn't just come out the blue. So I give him credit for giving his opinion on it. That's cool. But like I said, you was the same guy that kneeled. You kneeled with your teammates, right? So then you can't disregard that. So you gotta say
that was a bad look. That was definitely
bad. You did it. Yeah. So you have to say, hey, I support my brothers 100%. These my teammates. I understand, right? I feel a little differently about the flag, but I understand them. I support my people, right? It was just stupid, man. Like, and now you apologizing. You only doing it because of the backlash. You're not doing it because you sincerely sorry.
Y'all ever been talking to a girl and said something dumb? Like, you didn't mean it, but it came out wrong?
It happens to me.
Yeah.
It happens to me consistently, even with my own wife.
Hey, shout out to Keita. Shout out to Keita.
You know what? Guess what we do? We realize we said it as soon as we said it, and we try to clean it up.
Hey,
stop blowing up.
What he should have did, as soon as he said it, he should have took his mic off and said, "I'm out. I quit. I messed up."
Right.
Immediately.
So,
or he should have did like what's name and say he was off medication.
Right.
It was at the.
Before we keep going on with the NFL, man, I want to just throw this out here, man. I want y'all to say 15 seconds. I want you to speak to Laura Ingraham, CNN news reporter. She came out and said to LeBron, when LeBron was speaking about I can't breathe and all that, she told him, shut up and dribble. Her comments about Drew Brees were, he has a right to his opinion. So 15 seconds, I want you to speak to Laura and tell her what you think. KDL, go for it.
Hey, Laura, first of all, if that's not racism, what the hell is it? Number two, you have the gall to say this man has an opinion, but the blacks got to shut up and dribble. You should have been fired. You should have been fired. Come on, man, move on.
KDL, I see you real pissed off about that. You
that's just ignorant, man. That's the definition of what's going on, man. That is almost dropped the cigar.
He almost dropped the cigar.
Hey, man, y'all got me tired over here. Lucky lefty, man. Speak to
it. She need to take a sip of some of Sly's favorite tea. It's called GFY flavor tea. Go yourself. Period. I ain't got nothing else to say. I already need 15 seconds. Period.
All right, Sly Dog.
You know I'm gonna take all of mine. Lord Ingram, that's the most. She's so ignorant. And the bad part is, for the white man, you want to change it. Come on, man. You gonna tell LeBron to shut up and dribble, but Drew Brees got his opinion. Drew Brees' opinion was wrong. His statement was wrong. What he said was wrong. His I don't even care about his apology because it was wrong. Everything he said was wrong. But you know what? That shows you about white privilege and where she stands. And to be honest with you, I hate to agree with KDL again because we usually don't agree on nothing. She needs to be fired.
That's true.
She got ratings because the shock value. I think she does it on purpose. It's a shock value thing for her, man. Like type Jason Whitlock, the reverse, that Jason Whitlock type. You just say some shit you know that's stupid, but you just, you do it for the rating so people can talk about you like we talking about her right now. We wouldn't be talking until we say nothing stupid.
Guess what? Peace out to my man Whitlock because they didn't renew his contract.
Somebody gonna pick him up. Watch. Somebody gonna pick him up.
Back in with us in a moment. I'm gonna go keep on going down this sports train.
Ben, you there?
He done dropped too.
Yes, what Jim Brown said. Jim Brown said he wouldn't kneel for the flag. It's something, not disrespect the flag, or some statement there. He kind of made a statement after Drew Brees.
You know what?
But his explanation for it was like he kind of explained his thing a little better than Brees did.
I mean, I get it. I get it, man. I get. Jim Brown, he's starting to wear on me, but
all right, I'm back.
It is what it is. All right, you back?
I'm back.
Okay.
All right. Well, Jimmy G, man, he's not getting the respect, man. This cat makes $72.5 million guaranteed money. Took his team to the Super Bowl. He's never mentioned as up and coming quality quarterback. He kind of gets looks over, man. Give me your thoughts on Jimmy G, Sly Dog.
He's trash. 2.8, fourth quarter, Super Bowl. Is it anything else you want me to say? I mean, come on, Bernard. He's terrible. I mean, are you serious? Bernard, that's the problem with the NFL. I'm going to go back to 3 shows ago that we did, that I was on, that my man Lucky Lefty dogged out Cam.
No, I didn't. Why you keep saying that, man?
You guys want to dog out. You guys want to dog out the brothers. His passer rating is worse than Winston's, and that's hard to do.
Damn, that's impossible.
That's what I thought until I looked it up. Let me tell you something. He didn't even throw the ball in the playoffs. He had to throw it in the Super Bowl, and he failed 2.8. Jimmy G is the prime example of white quarterbacks in the NFL. Mitchell Trubisky, Jimmy G, the Stenstrom, or whatever the hell his name is, in the place in New England. Stop it. Jimmy G is trash. Aaron Rodgers is the best of them all. And shit, I don't even like him.
Lefty, come on, man. Come on, man.
First of all, Sly don't like too many people. But,
AKA Angry Man.
I think Jimmy G's a game manager. I mean, that's it. I think he's a game manager. They got to the Super Bowl off that strong defense in a running game. The fact that he's making $72 million guaranteed. I mean, let's look at Kirk Cousins. I mean, look at what he's making, and he can't even get to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, I think people are kind of hard on him. I don't know why all of a sudden everybody turned on him. He did have that bad fourth quarter though against KC, and they needed him to just bring it home. They were up. All he had to do was bring it home. So he's just a game manager, man. I don't feel no way about him. I ain't gonna go as far as Sly and say he's trash, but he's gonna be what he's gonna be.
Let's go, KDL.
Hey man, that man is looked over because he's simply not that good. He got overpaid, and like you just said, the money you took the words out of my mouth. You were supposed to win the Super Bowl. Like all you had to do was get first downs, dog, and win the Super Bowl.
That's
It
true.
was a crucial throw. He threw it over the man's head.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, Jimmy G, he was supposed. I guess he's looked at like that, being because he was supposed to be Tom Brady's backup, the chosen guy. Then he got traded. Now he in San Francisco.
Replacement, not his backup.
Let's look at San Francisco.
Whoa.
What are they good at?
Don't shoot the
They're
messenger.
good at running the
I'm just
ball.
asking the question.
But dude, how's he overlooked? How's he overlooked? Overlooked by who? He ain't that good. And so when they was talking about bringing Tom Brady in there, right? Now they stuck up for him in the locker room. I was stuck up for my teammate. But I bet you a lot of them was in there like, yeah, let's do it. We'll win the Super Bowl.
Kind of like the Giants quarterback. He kind of like the Giants quarterback. He's trash. But anyway.
No, the Giants quarterback is not trash. The Giants quarterback is young.
So he told how much money he made. What about Jared Goff? He went to the Super Bowl. And Jared Goff ain't
Jared Goff is not that good. Jared Goff is not that good.
He's a bottom tier to me. Yeah.
Jared Goff is not that good either, which brings me to Dak Prescott.
Oh,
why he ain't got paid yet?
Here we go, man.
Now you done paid Jared Goff, Wentz. Come on, man.
I agree.
Come on, man. What does that eyeball test tell you?
Hey, we gonna get into the Dak today. We talk.
We ain't gonna go there.
We talk about Dak a lot, man. Hey.
I'm just saying.
Everybody on the panel wants Dak to get his fair shake, but
they better pay him before Mahomes
Don't
get paid.
say that.
They better pay him before Mahomes get paid.
Mahomes
better pay him before Mahomes.
You don't want him to get paid, Mr. Smokefella.
Well, Mr. Smokefella feels that he ain't done nothing to try to get top 3 money. Let's just call it.
It's his time. The market dictates that. It's not his fault.
If I was Jimmy, I'd be doing the same thing. Like, okay, you're gonna have to prove something for me to pay you. Period. And I'm gonna end it there, and we're gonna move on this NFL train as we talk about George Kittle's tight end. His agent right now is trying to get him wide receiver money.
Yeah.
Now, he only made $730K last year. That's all he made. So now he's trying to get in the top tier because, let's see, top tier, Hunter Henry, $10.6 million. Austin Williams, $10.5 million.
Hooper.
Gronk, who just...
Right, Hooper just got paid too, right?
Right. So Gronk is coming back and still making $10 million. And the best tight end in the game, Travis Kelce, is only making 9.6.
That's debatable.
Whoa, stop yourself. Now
he should make more. He should make more than Kelce.
Where did you put him at? Where did you put him at?
He should make more than Kelce, and everybody knows it.
KDL, since you talking, let's go, man. Let's go.
He should not make more than Travis Kelce. He's not better than Travis Kelce. He's good. Kelce has a better quarterback throwing him the ball, number one. But he's not better than Kelce. Now I'm not saying he's not good, but he shouldn't be the highest. Come on now. I know we ain't going. He's supposed to be the highest paid. I know we ain't doing that.
Come on, man.
Let's go, Swag.
At that position.
Let's
I know
go.
we're not doing that, right?
Shut up, KDL. George Kittle is the best tight end in football, hands down. He's the best blocking tight end, and he's also the best receiving tight end over Kelce. Yeah, I said it.
Y'all talking to catch everything, man.
That's ridiculous.
He's the best tight end, and you're right. He's not going to get wide receiver money because he played the tight end position. They tried that all the way back ever since when, Ben. It's not going to happen. They're never going to pay a tight end. NFL is strategically done, set up. They pay per position. He's not going to get the money.
Right.
Sorry, he's the best tight end.
Let's go, Lefty.
I totally agree with Sly on this one, which is rare. But yeah, I agree with him. I think he's the best tight end in the game. I mean, all around, yards like blocking, receiving, yards have to catch. Like, that's a bad boy, man. Kelce's good. Kelce got hands. But you can't tell me he's a better blocker than Kittles.
No.
You can't tell me he's a better blocker than Kittles. And I'll throw another name in there if he could ever stay healthy, was Jordan Reed. The Washington. If he would have stayed healthy, he could have stayed healthy. That's a bad boy too. Now, just like you said with Dak, I think it's Kittle's time. He's up for a contract. His agent doing his job. You should try to set the market.
Jordan Reed is like your back. Jordan Reed is like your back. He's no good. Go ahead.
Which are related to your knees.
No. Hey, don't get it wrong. I don't blame him for trying to set the market. I don't blame him for that. But ability-wise,
he will be the highest paid tight end in the league, though. He will.
I get the it's your time. I get the it's your time thing, and I don't blame him as agent. I don't blame them. But let me ask y'all this: when the last time y'all seen Travis Kelce play? Oh, the Super Bowl. Yeah, the Super Bowl.
Wasn't George Kittle's there too, though? Wasn't George Kittle's there too?
He was, but yeah, he was. His quarterback didn't throw the ball.
He didn't get the ball.
Kittle's have to do so much because his quarterback almost throwing the ball over his head. But that's neither here nor there. Look, man, I'm not hating on Kittle. I'm really not. I just don't think he's the best. The eyeball test tells me Kelce is. I will give you the blocking.
You need passes then if you feel like
catching.
So wait a minute. So go with the weapons around Kelce, and then go with Kelce and go with the weapons around Kittles. Kittles is the main dude in San Fran. No receivers, nothing. Like he's that guy. Like Kelce's playing with, I mean, damn, the greatest show on turf and a MVP quarterback. Come on, man.
He still got to catch the ball.
Well,
so what does that mean?
So you say he got better hands than Kittles?
Yes, sir.
I think they're about even with the hands. I'm gonna say they're even with the hands.
Well,
I'm gonna give you the blocking.
We really don't know.
The only thing I'm gonna
got them hands because the only thing he catching is the water bottle from the trainer.
Who?
Wow.
Kittles is only catching the water bottle, man. I mean, he ain't getting thrown the ball, so it's a run-first offense. Run first.
Because his quarterback can't throw the ball.
Going to block. He has no choice because it's a run-first offense.
I agree.
Now you're making sense, sir.
Hey, put
a good blocker.
Put Travis Kelce on San Fran and put Kittles on KC.
Then he'll be unstoppable.
Come on,
No.
Come on now.
Ben just hit it on the head. He does a lot of blocking, and he had to get good with it because that's their system, right? They run.
He's good.
The Chiefs throw the ball all over the place, which means Kelce got to catch.
And his yards have to catch. Look at his yards have to catch.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good at that because his quarterback don't throw him the ball, so he try to make the most out of the opportunity every time he get the ball.
So we're going to put a pin in this one, and when the season starts, we're going to come back to this later on.
Yes.
When the season starts, and we're going to talk about who's the better tight end. All right, so now we're gonna move on to possible comeback players of the year for the NFL. Now we had some big names that went down and has been out. So now possible comeback players of the year, Big Ben with the Steelers. You got Gronk coming out of retirement with the Bucks. You got J.J. Watt coming back after his 18th injury. You got Matthew Stafford. He's coming back. And you got A.J. Green. Who's going to be who would you say is going to be your comeback player of the year? Sly, let's go.
Hey, look, if you're going by this list that you put together, which is absolutely trash, I'm gonna go with I guess off this garbage list, AJ Green, because he's the
Who
best.
else you gonna put on the list, man? Tell me somebody else you're gonna put on the list that was injured.
Well, I mean, if you'd have given me time,
Cam Newton.
I would.
Oh, he's not on the team. My bad.
Who?
Carry on.
Yeah, right. Say what you want to say, Smokefellas. I'm gonna go with AJ Green though, because to me, AJ Green gonna get thrown the ball by a young, up-and-coming, thriving quarterback, rookie. I'll say AJ Green. J.J. Watt gonna be on the Bears because they like to take in injured defensive linemen. Roger Gronkowski gonna be throwing the ball from a 50-year-old quarterback. Ben Roethlisberger, he's 70 himself, and Matthew Stafford can't throw the ball from me to you because his back like Demani's. So after everything that's left, I'm gonna go with AJ Green.
All right, Lucky Lefty. Since he threw a shot at you, man, come on, let's go.
I'm not going to address that. But I like AJ Green as a best player on that list, skill wise, but I think they're going to struggle because of the rookie quarterback. So I'm going to go with Big Ben. I don't think J.J. Watt going to stay healthy again. Matthew Stafford, he might not make it through 6 games with that offensive line they got. Who else you have on there? Gronk. I think Brady's going to be in this system. He got to spread that ball out more because he actually got receivers. So it ain't going to be like Gronk or nothing like it was in New England. And who else you have on there?
That's it.
No, that was it. That was it.
And by the way, if Cam was on the team, I think Cam could win comeback player of the year. But until he's signed, we can't put him on the list.
KDL, let's go.
You know, I was gonna go with Big Ben because I think he's gonna have a better year. But I'm gonna go with Matthew Stafford.
What?
The last time,
What?
Yeah, watch this. The last time Matthew Stafford was healthy, he put up numbers. When Matthew Stafford is healthy, he's a good quarterback. He's just with a terrible organization. But if he plays this year, that's your comeback player of the year. Ben will be my second. Big Ben will be my second. AJ Green, he's going to get a lot of balls, but I wouldn't say comeback player of the year because it's not going to be successful. Cincinnati is not going to be good because their division is good. So the rookie quarterback going to take a lot of lumps. He's going to be on his back a lot with the defenses in his division. So AJ Green's going to catch some balls when he's up and upright, but it's not going to be enough to say he's comeback player of the year. So I'm going to scratch AJ Green off. Gronk? Nope. He's not going to get that many balls because Mike Evans them down there. So that's not going to work. So I'm going with Matthew Stafford because I think he is going to be healthy. And my second would be Big Ben.
So KDL, you know this is being recorded, and we're gonna come back to your statement of Matthew Stafford.
Stafford will be he'll be the fantasy league comeback player of the year. He put up fantasy league numbers.
Think about it. They don't have a running game. They don't do nothing but throw the ball. They don't have a running game.
Fantasy league numbers.
So he's gonna put up some numbers.
Okay, so there's rumors that the Arizona Cardinals are looking at Cam Newton. Okay, they're looking at Cam Newton, but you got a young, dynamic quarterback. Do you risk that and stop all his progress and bring in Cam? Because Cam ain't trying to come in and be number 2.
Right.
Cam is coming in to be number 1. So where does that put Murray? KD, I'll go to you, Lefty. Let's go.
I don't think any organization with a young quarterback should bring Cam in. Like if a young guy that you're saying this is your franchise, this is your future guy, I don't think you should bring Cam in because Cam's not coming in to be a backup. Cam's coming in to prove a point. He wants to be a starter again. And I think the worst thing for a very young quarterback is to be looking over his shoulder. And Cam is flashy, flamboyant, and if he's healthy, he may be better than Murray. So I don't think you want to bring that dynamic into your locker room. It's not a good one. Just like with the Jets, it wouldn't have been a good fit.
ADL, go.
No, you can't bring him in and you drafted this guy. You drafted this guy number 1, right? You can't then bring in a dude that has no intention of playing the backup whatsoever. It's more to Cam Newton than it is just him being a quarterback. Cam Newton is a show. The ridiculous outfits he wears, the attention he brings to the squad, like he's a different animal. Like you're not just bringing in a quarterback, especially as a backup, and the man don't want to be a backup. So that'll be a bad idea for me. I think he should have went to the Chargers all along because Taylor is not to me he ain't no franchise quarterback. Cam Newton, when healthy, is a franchise quarterback. So you can't bring him into a dude you draft right behind the dude you drafted number 1, unless there's rumors that he's going back to baseball. Maybe that's what's going on. But you can't bring him in. You can't bring him in like that, man. Especially the man don't want to be a backup.
Sly, you are chomping at the bit, man, because I know you want to talk about Cam Newton, and you think everybody on the panel has been hard on him, man. So let's see what you got to say, man. I'm gonna give you 1.5 seconds. Let's go.
Well, my 1.5 seconds is saying, as usual, all three of my panelists are absolutely wrong. Because Cam Newton could, I don't mind him signing. I like Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray got game. But if they go open competition, if not, let Cam sit down. Cam to me is a starting quarterback. I personally don't think he should, but if he want to go, that's fine. I think he just need to either sit out this season or retire. I mean, he proved his point. He's a good quarterback to me compared to all the haters on this panel. So
we've been giving him props.
We're not hating on him.
Nobody
don't give him his prop. I think the man should have a job. I think Carolina played him and cut him at the last minute when all the starter jobs was gone. I think he got played.
Well, as much as it pains me to agree with you, Kevin, you are right. You did say that, but Damani didn't, and so did the guy.
I said he's better than quarterback. You don't want to bring somebody that's better than your starting quarterback, or your young starting quarterback. I gave him his props, if healthy.
All right, we got one more topic for the NFL, and we're gonna move on to the NBA. Now, I put this on here purposely about the New York Giants, the G-men, the G-girls, whatever you want to call them, you know. And this is for you, KDL. Listen, they have only been to one playoff since they Super Bowl in 2011. That's 9 seasons. I'm gonna say it again.
That's right.
9 seasons. Okay. Now, Golden State came out and said, we want to have a awesome year. We going back to the playoffs. We finna do some damage. You know, they got a young QB. They got a spectacular running back. That's neither here nor there. That dude. Are they on their way back? Agree or disagree? And Kev, I'm gonna let you go first because I know my man Lucky Lefty and Sly Dog and myself, we about to eat you alive. So KDL, speak about your alleged New York Giants.
The New York Giants will be better this year. They're not going to make the playoffs this year, but they will be better. What the New York Giants did, which they never admitted they were doing, was go young. Which, when they traded Beckham, when they gave Beckham that money, they knew they were going to get rid of him. Therefore, they should have let him ride in. Eli Manning should have left with Coughlin. But that's neither here nor there. What they did is revamp. They cleaned up the offensive line this draft. They brought in a couple of defensive cats. Tate is old. If Shepard can never be healthy, he'll be a good wide receiver. They got one of the best tight ends in the game if he can be healthy. Saquon is that dude. If you block for him, Saquon can. He that dude. Y'all know that. The quarterback, he's good. He did some rookie. I mean, he had some good games. He had some bad games, but he's a rookie. So I didn't expect much of him, but I think he's going to get better. He's definitely better than the draft pick the Bears took. What's Mitchell? Yeah, he's better than him. So I think they're on their way. It's going to take a couple of years for me to start saying they're going to be in the playoffs and beat, right? But I think they're going to be better. No denying that. And see y'all at Soldier Field game too.
Sly Dog, come on, man. Put this guy in line.
KDL, again, whatever you got in that cigar, put it out. the New York Giants are who we thought they were. They're trash. The quarterback is trash. Saquon Barkley has no offensive line. And if you're depending on Golden Tate to be your wide receiver, then you're terrible. And then guess what? Your tight ends stay hurt every year. So can you please stop? The New York Giants, and I will officially say today, the New York Giants will be last in the NFC East as usual. Washington is a better team.
They haven't been last. It's been Washington. But go ahead.
ADL, you had your time. You gave some horrible points. Lefty, let's go.
I'm going to disagree. And talent-wise, I probably gave him about 2-3 years. But with that coach hire, that coach they just hired, and now I don't know what type of timetable to put on the Giants. The front office is a mess.
How about never?
Yeah, the front office is just a mess. The coaching hires have been ridiculous. Until they solidify that, I can't even put a timetable on them. But this year definitely ain't gonna happen. They may be a game or two better. How many games they win last year? 2? How many they win last year, Kev?
They won 4 actually.
4. They may win 5 this year.
Wow.
You know,
They'll have a
amazes me.
high draft pick. They have a nice high draft pick.
It amazes me how people from a city that's been waiting since 1985 to have a successful team picks on a team that since 85 has won 4 Super Bowls. So, yeah, they're in their down period right now, starting over, getting younger. Now they're going to come back up. But it's amazing that we take the time on the show so people can dog the Giants, because that's what this is all about. It's amazing to me. But it's cool. I can take the lumps. I'm honest about my team. I just told you they're not making the playoffs.
So
they're a couple years away.
So KDL,
they're a couple years away.
Let me tell you what you're doing right now. You are deflecting.
No, I'm not. I'm honest.
The G-men are trash. Just say it, man. It's okay. You're a fan. You can just let them know that they're trash. And their biggest mistake was holding on to that trash quarterback for all that time. Instead of putting him to rest 4-5 years ago, they should have got rid of him. So tell me I'm not right. Tell me I'm not right. They held on to that quarterback and he was trash.
Like they got front office. Their front office is bad. And you can't sit here and argue with me on that. That front office is bad.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I just said Eli should have left with confidence. Like, I'm honest, man. I'm not holding on to something that's not there. Right? Front office, yeah, it is messed up. And Gettleman ain't making it no better. To be honest. I don't know why he's still there. Yeah. So the coaches, terrible. Like, I don't even know who this guy is. So hey man, I'm honest. I'm honest. You know.
I think he was a special teams coach at Corliss High School last.
So listen, all right, we're gonna get off of Kev, man, because it looked like he got a tear in his eye, man. He looking for some tissue or something, man. He looking real bad because he can't defend his team right now because they trash and they gonna be trash for years to come. So we're gonna
beat the Bears.
We got sticks. We got sticks on that. Just make sure you pay up. Don't have us come looking for you.
I got you. I'm a man of my word.
So let's get off into the NBA. We're gonna start off with Bob Dolan from New York, owner of New York, has not made a statement to his staff. You know, people that are in the stadiums. You know, he didn't make any. Now he come out with a statement because he has to right now. And the statement that he came out with was so trash. It's just like, why even say something? Sometimes it's best to be quiet. Lucky Lefty, let's go, man.
I mean, everybody knows James Dolan is an asshole. Period. And I would have been okay with him not making a statement at all. Personally, you know, he could have saved that little put together statement that a little 13-year-old girl probably wrote for him to say. It was pretty pathetic. It didn't seem genuine at all. We know how the Knicks organization is and how he treats his players and just how he is, period, man. So he could have kept that little statement. It is what it is with James Dolan.
Let's go, Fly Dog.
Hey, man, James Dolan is what he is. He's an arrogant prick. James Dolan, he didn't probably even, if he had somebody, I don't even think he even orchestrated this press release, this statement. Somebody in the organization, after they hit the Knicks, saying that they didn't say anything, they put it out. James Dolan is arrogant, and that's just who he is, man. And you know what? I could care less about the Knicks because them and the Giants, to me, are in the same boat.
Damn.
Wow. KDL. Sorry that we all on New York, man. My bad, but it is what it is.
Well, first of all, the Giants are not in the same boat as the Knicks. That's number one. Number two, James Dolan is the same dude that had one of his former players that contributed to some of his best teams that made him a lot of money during the time in the 90s. Made him a lot of money during the time. He had the man dragged out of Madison Square Garden by his security. So that tells you a lot about him as a person. So we shouldn't be shocked on the statement he comes out with because the man is an idiot. He runs a terrible, terrible organization. No one wants to go play there. They have one of the most famous arenas in sports, and they can't attract no free agents because nobody want to play there. You know why they don't want to play there? It's not New York. It's because of the donor. So we shouldn't be shocked on this, man. And like you said, if you don't have nothing intelligent, to say, like, don't say nothing, man. Just don't say nothing. Just and then why are we talking about the Knicks? Who cares about the Knicks?
So the reason I brought the Knicks in because I'm segueing into bring life back to New York. If they go ahead and pick up Mark Jackson.
There's a lot of teams should have got Mark Jackson, but he blackballed. So it's what it is.
Yeah, he's blackballed.
It would bring so much back to New York, man, and that could get some top tier players to come there instead of these bottom feeders, so to speak, because they got a nice young core. They need some proper coaching. They don't play defense, and Mark Jackson would bring that to them. Sly Dog.
They require 4 forwards and a center. My bad, Sly. Go ahead.
No, you right, man. I would love Mark Jackson to come back to the Knicks, man. He would kind of solidify that organization, bring him back, and he'll get him playing old school Knicks basketball. But James Dolan too arrogant to do it. Leon Rose over there, he talking about hiring people that I have no clue what he doing. They hired somebody as their executive president that don't even know how to make any NBA deals. So I don't know what they're doing over there, man. The Knicks, the Lakers, the Bulls, the Celtics, they all need to be relevant at one time, man. And I'm sad that it's not.
Lucky Lefty, you want to chime in? Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, just look at how the team is put together. That's another situation where the front office sucks. I mean, we just so Mark Jackson could get back in the NBA, it would be a good look, but I'd rather him be with an organization that gives him a chance, you know what I mean, to really shine and show what he can do. I mean, look at I don't know that the Knicks starting lineup, but the last I checked, they had like four small forwards and a center. That was their starting 5. I mean, the team was ridiculous what they did this past off season. As far as Mark Jackson, I don't know if it was, one rumor is that it was the religious thing, or the other rumor was he made a statement towards the Golden State Warriors owner who's homosexual, we would say. Once you start going down that route, you probably gonna get blackballed. So, nope, not gonna happen.
KDL, bring it home.
He's blackballed, man. Anytime they went out and hired Mr. I Sleep with Everybody wife, Derek Fisher, before they brought Mark Jackson in for an interview, and you knew he was blackballed because the one place that he'll probably be successful in is New York. They could have reached out, like y'all saying, they could have reached out, brought him home, changed the whole culture of what's going on. So when he didn't get the opportunities then, I like Fizz. I see the Fizz hire. But Derek Fisher, man, and come on, man. So I think when he didn't get the opportunity then, yeah. So you knew he was blackballed. So unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna come to the league again. I really don't. And I think he knows it.
He'll probably. Hey, he's doing well in the booth because I love his hashtag.
He is.
That's a grown man.
Mama, there goes that man.
Right. Exactly. So NBA, they're back. They're coming back. Everybody will be in Orlando. All players. They're bringing back 22 teams to play ball in Orlando. And guess what? Once you touch down in Orlando, you can't leave. You must stay there. Ain't no leaving, going home, and all of that. You are strictly. It's kind of like their summer leagues. Everything is going to be in Orlando. So NBA has they're at the forefront right now. They reached a deal. They moving forward. Now, a couple of things that I kind of got issue with the way the season and the playoffs are running. They're going to run against the Shield. Their playoffs are going to be when football is going on, and football runs Saturdays, Monday nights, Thursdays. Come on. What's your thoughts on the proposed deal for the NBA and how this is going to play out? So I'll let you go, Lefty.
I mean, the deal is cool. I think they tried to do the best they can as far as being fair towards all the teams that were kind of in the playoff hunt. I personally would have preferred to see them just go into the playoffs. If you wasn't there, you had 65 games to get that eighth seed. If you didn't get it, you just didn't get it because of what happened. So the problem I have with what's going on is the timetable. You're talking July 31st to October 12th, which is going to give whoever wins the final, whatever two teams in the finals, they're only going to have 2 months into the next season. I mentioned on the show last week, if they can come up with a deal that didn't affect the 2021 season, that would be ideal. But it's going to affect the 2021 season. And how is it fair? You got a team like Golden State who's going to have, 8 months off? When it's all said and done, probably 8, 9 months off. You know, if everybody get healthy, and they're going to have a top pick in the lottery. It's just the timetable, man. July all the way through October, those 8 games, I could do it out. If you didn't make the playoffs, you didn't make the playoffs. 65 games.
Fly Dog.
Well, you know what? I mean, I can't agree with Damani. I mean, but I mean, I didn't like how they bring 9 from one, 8 from the other. I didn't like the whole setup. Then when them guys get there, fellas, don't forget, they can't go nowhere.
Nowhere.
They
Nope.
stuck there all the way to October. Now running into football, I'm a basketball advocate. We'll get into that topic in a second, but I really don't have no problem with it. Baseball gone. We gotta have something to watch. So for me, I'm okay with it. I mean, but what I don't want y'all to do, because he left this out. If my LeBron James win, don't give me the asterisk stuff. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
KDL, your thoughts?
I'm not really tripping on the running into the football part, and here's why. The season always started in October anyway, and football was going on. True basketball fans always watched anyway. We got more into it come Christmas and January, but we always watch both anyway. So I don't think, and how this season was going, everybody wants to see the Lakers and Clippers. Everybody wants to see one of those teams play Milwaukee. So I think the interest is still going to be the same thing, right? Because you're still going to watch. Yeah, they're going to run into football, but you're still going to watch basketball. Trust me, if you're a basketball head. So I don't think that's going to, I don't think that's going to mess up the ratings or anything like that. So I don't agree with that. But what they have to do is their lifestyle is going to be different. Like, they're not, like you said, they can't leave. So their family probably can come in and out or whatever, but they're stuck on the island for months. They just got to work it out. The difference in between the less teams in one league and the other one coming in and less in another is the NBA wants Zion in the playoffs. So they're going to give New Orleans a couple games to try to beat out Memphis so that you can have New Orleans play the Lakers first round. That's what they're doing. So they can't bring in some of the teams in the East because why? They've already, 1, 2, 3 Cancun'd out anyway. So the better they're trying to give Portland a chance because they know Portland's gonna be healthy. They want to see Zion in. So you bring more teams in the West, give them a couple games, see if they can do it. If not, it's a wrap. But I agree with Damani in that maybe they could have did some exhibition games to get in shape or whatever, and then go right in the playoffs, man. Because those other teams that's there, the Portlands and the New Orleans, they're just guinea pigs. Just so they can play enough games. I think the magic number is 70, and the NBA gets their money or whatever. I think something like that is going on. They just guinea pigs, man. And now you bringing these people down here to play a couple of games. All right, beat it. Y'all ain't in the playoffs.
Well, and the big question got to be how's the 8 games going to be scheduled? Who's going to play who in these 8 games? And what if somebody's schedule is tougher? Like, how are they going to determine that schedule? That's weird. That 8-game thing is just strange to me.
Yeah, but they're going to treat it like preseason. It's like a preseason game.
No, but this
I don't know how they going. I mean, no, they count. But I'm saying I don't know how they going to mix it up. Like you said, it's uneven. So you know what I mean? Like,
right.
You know.
So I got a question for you guys on the panel. This is just an example. I'm making this up, but NBA, say they go to a game 7. They go to game 7 and say it's the Lakers, and the way they have it set up, they could play against the Clippers. Game 7. On the same day as NFL, and you got Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Kansas City. Marquee matchup on both sides, NFL, NBA. Same kind of like time slots. It's a night game for the NFL, and most of the NBA games are at night. What you watching? Because it's going to split revenue for both leagues. So
I don't think so.
Lefty.
I think, what football will be in game 4 or 5 of the season, which like win or lose is not going to eliminate you from the playoffs or nothing like that. So it'll be an exciting game to watch, but it'll be a meaningless game. I think people will want to see that game 7 live more. And now with DVRs, man, and technology, I don't think it's going to be an issue at all. But me personally, I'm watching game 7, especially if it's to go to the NBA Finals. Lakers Clippers, I gotta watch that.
Sly Dog.
Hey, I gotta agree with the money, which pains me. Believe me, it hurts my heart. He's absolutely right. I gotta watch game 7 of the NBA Finals. I'm an avid basketball fan. I gotta watch it. Football is just the beginning. I gotta go to game 7. I wouldn't care if it was Orlando against Sacramento. I'm watching game 7.
KDL.
Hey man, it's unanimous. We've waited all year to see the Clippers and the Lakers game 7 in the Western Conference Finals for the right to go to the final. We waited all year for that. Either we can take the football or we can watch it later on NFL Network. It's gonna be the game of the week. We watching LeBron and Kawhi, man. Y'all know that. Come on now. Y'all know that. The true basketball heads. Come on now. Come on. Let's be realistic.
So now, do you think it's fair, like we touched upon, that these individuals, these players are going to be in Orlando for 7 months? Keep in mind, a lot of the other leagues are also moving forward with having a lot of their games in Orlando. Orlando seems to be that spot where you're going to have a host of professional players all in one city. Do they bring their families with them? How do you think this plays out for them? Because, now you got this stockpile of families, athletes, and so forth, all groups right in Orlando, man.
I don't think they have a problem adjusting. Like, I think you'll see the effects of it, unfortunately, like near the end. So if you down 3-0, and you've been stuck in a hotel room for 3, 4, 5 months or whatever, then you probably, it's a little easier just to kind of, throw in the towel. But like if you're playing for teams like the Lakers and the Clippers and the Bucks, teams who got realistic shots at running it, which I think those are the best 3 teams. I don't think they're just gonna bother them too much at all. But as far as a family lifestyle, you bringing home that paycheck, man, they're gonna be good. They'll get over that little 3 months.
I also wanted to throw in, but I forgot. One of the stipulations in the proposal was the teams that had the top records get first choice at the hotels in the Orlando area. Now, I know some of the big money players probably already got homes, might have homes there and so forth, but touch upon that, man. How fair is that, man? So that means the lower tier teams that are not number 1, 2, and 3 gonna be staying at the Days Inn.
Nobody care. Put them in the Econo Lodge. It don't matter. But the problem, because you gotta do something for those top teams who would have home court advantage. Now you're on a neutral site. You took away the home court advantage.
But the money, the home team get to bring their floor. So the home team, you get to bring your floor and put it in there.
It look good.
I mean, but the hotel. Well, I guess I'm going to Epcot then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I personally don't think it. I don't get the hotel thing. I agree. You should do something. Let's say because the Lakers, Clippers, Bucks, they would have home court advantage all the way out. Up into the finals against each other. So I give a little incentive, but the hotels, man, they NBA players, man. Like they come on, man. Like what are we doing with that? Like I don't get that part of it. What I would have liked to see was just go 1 through 16 and base it on records, and then just do a tournament. This is your 1 year. You could have got away with that and tried it. You should have 1 through 16. Could have did that. Could have did it.
You do understand a lot of these players are 6'2" and up, and you got players that are 7 feet at the Econo Lounge trying to lay in one of these little small college twin beds.
They won't be. But that's why they picked. That's why they picked Orlando in there, because they do have more luxury hotels. Because of Disney World. That's why they picked it. They're gonna be straight. I ain't.
But y'all forget, being and mentioned that, regardless, it's Game 7 NBA Finals, Monday Night Football. Guess who getting paid? Disney, because they own ABC and ESPN.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they get both. Yeah, you're right.
They get the money. We got a couple of minutes left before we sign off. So my last question to you guys for the NBA: what are you looking to see? Who do you want to see in the finals, going blow for blow, and the possibility of winning the chip? Slide Dog, what are you looking to see?
You know I'm going with the best 23, the best player to ever come in at the age of 18. I mean, let's do it. The man who surpass Michael Jordan in every statistical category, LeBron James, all day. I want to see him kill Giannis to tell Giannis again, it's not your time. So, but of course, some of you guys on this panel, including the guy down there in Harvey, okay, he me and him agree. He want LeBron. He wanted, only reason why is because he on his Lakers team. But I'd like to see the Lakers with LeBron James against Giannis in the finals. That's me.
KDL, he took a shot at you, so let's go.
Well, I want to see the Lakers. I want to see the Lakers win because I'm a true Laker fan. Some of our panel has been Cleveland fans, Miami fans, naughty Laker fans.
Yeah,
I'm a true Laker fan, so I want to see the Los Angeles Lakers win and tie Boston for the most championships in history. I'm not a bandwagoner, but that's neither here nor there. I want to see the Lakers play the Clippers. I want to see the Lakers play the Clippers, as we all do. Naturally, I want to see the Lakers play Milwaukee so they can prove they're the best team in the league, have been all year. They were playing the best ball when all this happened, right? And there's only two, and they're the favorites to win it. Look it up. They're the favorites to win it. That's what Vegas said. Vegas is usually right. So I want to see the Lakers versus Milwaukee. This is going to be the rest of this year. Next year is going to be Giannis' last year in Milwaukee anyway. So I want to see the Bucks in the finals. I want to see the Lakers win it. Here's what it is. That's probably going to be unanimous.
KDL, Lefty, we got about 5 minutes left, man. Let me hear your thoughts.
Well, the reason I was with Kev I'm going to address something else he said. But first, I would have liked that 1 through 16 tournament because that would have eventually had the Lakers and the Clippers in the NBA Finals playing for the championship. That's the matchup I really wanted to see in the finals. When they proposed it initially, But yeah, unanimous Lakers, Bucks. You know, Giannis. Yeah, like Sly said, you want to see LeBron put the young boy in his place. No, wait your turn, young Jedi. It ain't quite yours. You can win the league MVP all you want, but you know this still LeBron's league. And to address Kevin Lauder, Laker fans are bandwagon LeBron fans because the only reason the Lakers are relevant is because of number 23, LeBron James. If not,
Woo!
y'all have been home with the Bulls and the Knicks and them chilling. How
That's
about
true.
that?
Whoa!
There's a reason LeBron James went to the Lakers in the first place, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there.
You know, I will say, man, thank you guys for being on the panel with me. We've had a awesome show, awesome debates, going back and forth, man, talking about the world of sports. We coming to the end of this train ride. Put some smoke in the air every day,
No doubt.
all day. And I will say this to my fellow Smokefellas that's out there listening: where there's smoke,
There's the
There's the
fellas.
As a
fellas.
fellas.
so, hey, we will be back with you guys next week with some more hot topics here on Chicago Sports Zone. This is Humidor Sports Podcast coming at you guys. You can hit us up by email at smokefellas2015@gmail.com. If you want to be a guest panelist, reach out because you can come on the show and you can talk some ish with us, man, and we can have a ball. But right now, we're gonna say peace out. I'm gonna let my fellow panel members to say they peace out, man, and enjoy the ride. Lucky Lefty.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to all the people pitching in on the relief efforts. My boys, the firm, man, great job what y'all doing to clean up efforts in the city of Chicago. I don't know about in other cities as far as that, but I would definitely want to salute you guys on that and everybody who pitched in to help. And to everybody who's peacefully protesting, and let's keep this thing going, man, and hope for change, man. Salute.
KDL.
I'm gonna piggyback off the money and say great job for everybody who's peacefully protesting. Hopefully, if we learn anything about what's going on in America, this reminds people to please get out and vote. Like the idiot that's in office right now, if you don't see this for yourself now, if you learn nothing else about what's going on now, this should encourage people, especially young people, to get out and vote. Your vote counts. If this doesn't prove it, I don't know what will. But I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Appreciate y'all.
Fly Dog.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it the same thing, man. Everybody else, to give a shout out to my little militant one. She ran out of here today to go somewhere and protest. I don't know where. I was on the show with you guys. But you know what? To everybody, also those who doing the cleanup efforts all around the city, bro. Please give them their respect, man. They deserve it. You know, they out here cleaning it up, trying to get everything back together, get some normalcy back. And also to all my Smokefella brothers out there, peace out.
No doubt.
No doubt, man. Peace and love to everybody. Keep your smoke in the air, and we'll be back with you next week.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Let's go. That's how we get it in.